2K just ended up crashing the auction house even more, and I'm going to show you guys some really good dark matters that you should definitely keep an eye out, even though at the same time, as you know, we're going to be getting new invincibles. And so if you leave a like right on the video, we're all going to get lucky, so don't risk it. And also let me know down below in the comments a player that you recently ended up picking up for the markets, because like I said, a lot of dark matters are even cheaper. And as you know, we're going to be getting new invincibles right now. 2K has been going all out with them. I ended up calling, you know, the big Diesel in the last video. We also ended up calling some other players like Magic and Giannis. And so right now we're going to be calling some other cards and some other players that I could definitely see 2K release as new invincibles. Now at the moment, as you know, they also ended up releasing these champion super packs, which I ended up doing a crazy pack opening in. And so I do feel like 2K is going to be releasing a player like Michael Jordan. I really would not be surprised if we do end up seeing Invincible MJ, just because he has 6 rings. He ended up going 6 for 6 in the finals. Now another player we could definitely see is of course going to be Invincible Steph Curry, just because he's the defending champion, even though this year it's going to either be somebody from the Nuggets, maybe Jokic, or if the Heat win, it might be Jimmy Buckets. And so I could definitely see Curry come out. Another player, you guys already know, LeBron James. When you think about NBA finals and stuff like that, you definitely do think about the king. And then of course another player could be somebody like my favorite player of all time, Kobe Bean Bryant. I feel like he's definitely going to be coming out this season. And then obviously there's also players like Bill Russell, other champions and stuff like that. And so we can definitely see any of those invincibles. You guys can let me know down below in the comments who you want to see. But when it comes to some dark matters in the auction house right now that I feel like a lot of people should definitely look into, one of them is going to be Bill Russell, because this right here, he has an out of position dark matter and he's already a buy now. Take a look at this. You end up getting one of the better dark matters right now in the game for under 80,000 MT. That is insane. Now he could also get an invincible. Now you guys also want to make sure that you're big brain. I just want to give you guys some players that I feel like you should definitely keep an eye out, just in case they end up dropping even more, which they will, as we end up getting new invincibles once 2K releases those 2. And last time they dropped 3, and so this time we might see 4, maybe even more. And so definitely keep an eye out on him, just in case he goes for like under 60k, maybe 50,000 MT. You can definitely snipe it too. And so that's one player you want to look at. Another player is going to be my boy out here, Dirk. He ended up dropping in value, bro. Like, it's actually crazy how cheap these dark matters are becoming, because Dirk at some point was going for, you know, over 300k, and now he's less than a buy now. He's probably going to be around the same range as Bill Russell. Yeah, look at that. 80,000, bro. And you can definitely get these cheaper. As more people panic sale, as more people are trying to get rid of players, as new invincibles come out, you know they're going to keep getting cheaper. And so Dirk right here is another dark matter that I feel like people could definitely look into. Again, you want to make sure you're big brain. Try to get it for the low, and then that way you get a really good deal. And I don't know about you guys, but I love the fact that players are getting cheaper. Now, another player that ended up dropping a lot in value is going to be Kevin Garnett. Now, he has an out-of-position player. Now, at the moment for him, he's not a buy now. Actually, we can check, but I'm pretty sure he's not. He's still relatively a little bit more than 100,000 MT, but at the same time, though, he definitely is cheaper than he was. I mean, right now, he has a 134k bid, and he's one of the better out-of-position players out there. Him and Bill Russell, I feel like, are really good pickups if you do end up getting a really good deal. And so I would definitely keep an eye out. Maybe you see one for 100k, maybe something cheaper. Definitely keep an eye out on KG, and so that's going to be another dark matter. And speaking of dark matters, you guys already know, we ended up getting that update in the token market, and so David Robinson also ended up getting cheaper in the market right now. And you can see that he used to be over 100k, but now you can actually find him for a buy now. And that's like the best thing you can see in the auction house, especially with how, you know, they used to be like $1 million, $2 million. It's crazy. And so right now, David Robinson for under 90,000 MT. If you didn't get it from the token markets, you can definitely get him for the low right now. Again, just keep an eye out just in case you end up getting one for a better deal. And also keep in mind that now that we're going into the NBA finals, 2K could definitely go crazy with some more content. But at the same time though, Jimmy Butler right here, the playoff one, you can still pick that one up just in case he definitely does go off. But also the out of position one, the point guard one, definitely dropped a lot in value. At the moment, he's at 118k as the bid. 130k is going to be the next one. But if you can find him for a buy now, because he ended up dropping a lot in value, that definitely is a really good point guard that you guys can definitely pick up if you're lucky enough to see him for like 100k, maybe even cheaper. You know, if they end up releasing a crazy invincible, they'll drop even more. And so you definitely can't go wrong with Jimmy Butler. Now, another point guard that people have been looking at recently has been Ron Artest, just because he's also one of those better dark matter point guards we've seen in my team. Also part of the out of position set, so I actually wouldn't be surprised if 2K does end up releasing another out of position set very soon with some invincibles, maybe 3, maybe 4 of them, and then some of them could be out of positions, kind of like how we saw in previous years where we had out of position LeBron James, out of position Giannis, and stuff like that. I feel like 2K definitely will be doing something like that, especially with the NBA Finals. And so Ron Artest right here, he's under a buy now, under 100k, so you can definitely pick him up. Maybe you get a holo. Now, I did also notice that when it comes to this collection right here, as you know, 2K has been releasing a lot of these players. We saw some of them in the token markets. Some of these guys are in the sewer packs. If you saw the pack opening I did, it was crazy. And so a lot of these players ended up dropping in value. You guys can see James Worthy is under 50,000 MT right now. That is insane. Oh my goodness. Now, when it comes to Worthy, you guys know, and this collection too, you end up getting the Dark Matter Terry, and I definitely have been seeing people unlock this collection just because these players have gotten way cheaper and they are way more common. Do you guys remember when we checked these last time? There was like 3 or 4 for each player, and now even the dinosaur out here you can find in the auction house for a buy now, and he's definitely super cheap right now too, under 60,000 MT. You might even find one even cheaper than that just because people are going crazy with the sewer packs. And then everybody else, you know, when it comes to these, I mean, Big O right now, yeah, there's definitely more Big O's in the market too. And so as you can see, this collection is way cheaper. It used to be like 3 million to lock it in, and now with these players going under 100,000 MT, you can definitely get it way cheaper right now. And Terry, even to this day, is still one of the better Dark Matters in the game. Now, obviously, there's also the cheaper Dark Matters because they just keep dropping in value, bro. Like, at one point, Dark Matters were 100k, then they dropped to like 50k, and now they dropped to even cheaper than that, bro. Like, it's crazy in the market. Even the new Dark Matters, bro, these guys just came out and they're under 16,000 MT. Oh my goodness, man. I love seeing the auction house like this. And by the way, if you guys are on a budget, you can definitely still pick up some cheap Dark Matters in the auction house. Now, obviously, they're not going to be like the best Dark Matters at this point, but at the same time, though, for their price, I would definitely recommend them. One of them is going to be Shawn Kemp right here. Now, you see 30,000, right? But no, he's cheaper than that. You can definitely find that even cheaper, though, obviously, if you just refresh a few times. You never know, especially with people. Yeah, look at this one, 19k. So under 20,000 MT for Shawn Kemp. I definitely do recommend him. And like I said, I do also recommend the Ray Allen, who also is about the same price when it comes to him. Yeah, you see right here, under 20,000 MT, bro. These are some of the better Dark Matters, especially if you're on a budget. That's mainly the thing with these right here. And Ray Allen right here for 16,000 MT. I mean, come on. He's a 99 overall Dark Matter sharpshooter. You can't go wrong with him. And I do also have to recommend one of my favorite players to play with every single year in my team, and that, of course, is going to be my boy Jonathan Isaac. You can definitely get him under 100,000 MT right now in the auction house, and he can do everything, bro. Play defense, shoot the 3-ball, drive to the basket, anything you need from a wing, he could literally do it, bro. If you're getting cooked by a point guard, just put him on that point guard, and he's not doing anything for the rest of the game. I guarantee it. And another player that definitely has gotten cheaper too in the auction house is going to be the Big Z card right here. Now, he's going to be a Galaxy Opal, but at the same time, though, take a look at that right there. He got cheaper, bro. He was going for 300,000 MT. Now you can find him under 50k in the market, and that's going to be a 7-foot shooting guard, another out of position player that has been dropping a lot in value. And so if you guys do want to get cheesy, you can definitely pick him up for under 50k right now in the market. And so as you guys can see, Dark Matters are even cheaper in the auction house right now, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew about it. And while we're waiting for the new content, definitely check out the other videos I uploaded. I opened the new sewer packs, we got a new free Dark Matter, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.